So where were you headed with the question on being in a rut?
Well, I was just headed in the direction of, like, in your lifestyle, how do you pull out of that? Like, do you feel mundane? Do you feel exhausted? And how do you keep pushing forward with the joy of the Lord?
So let me just give you some background on. I was telling Dad about this the other day. My typical week is Sunday is church. That's pretty much all I do all day, right?
Yeah.
Because we come in early, 2 services, Sunday school in between. Go home, I may get a little bit of rest, and then back for evening service. Monday, I'm at the office here, and then usually I've got some school event. I'm on the booster club. There's all kinds of things that are usually going on a Monday, getting a kid to practice something. So we do that. Tuesday is Presley's volleyball games. Wednesday is church again. Thursday is Parker's football games. Friday is the varsity football games for Peyton. Saturday is football for Paxton.
So you're bored.
So, yeah, I've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
And
You need more to do.
And so, but that's every week, right? So you get to a point though where it does get a little frustrating because you're like, I just need a minute.
Yeah.
I need a time where I can just go enjoy the family. Go enjoy. Amber asked me this morning. She has these questions that she likes to ask every day. It's like, yeah. It's here's the relationship question of the day. That's it.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. And so this morning,
you get asked about it,
huh?
You get asked.
Yeah, it's I'm blessed.
The relationship
I'm blessed.
question of the day.
Yeah.
The relationship question of the day.
Yeah, so she was asking what it basically was along the lines of what I feel like I would like for us to go have something different. Right?
Oh, okay,
like
yeah.
something to kind of change the
Monotony
direction.
Oh, that was a good word.
And
Girls
so
always want to know.
That was a 5-point vocabulary word.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I love talking about my feelings.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
That's my favorite topic.
No,
I
it's
told her-
not.
So I told her this morning that I would like to just go with her and do something sometime.
Yeah.
Right? Like she's
Like
like,
a date
what do
night?
you think? I'm like, I don't know, like Fredericksburg.
Or like a trip.
Yeah, just go somewhere and just hang out. Because we haven't done that in a while. When you got kids in sports and church and all that's going on, you're busy. You stay busy. And
You
so
only
need-
have like 4 kids.
yeah,
It's not that many.
Four that range from 9 to 17.
And you have 5.
I lost count.
But all of his are like under, like 9 and under.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we cover.
Like you have a senior and a 4th grader.
Yeah.
So.
I got 5.
I feel
Bothered
like
me.
Yeah, that's
Women-
true. You're
All
old.
of yours have
Matt,
families.
how old are you?
I'm 44.
He was right. Darn. How old are you?
yes.
30.
How old are you saying I was?
40.
41.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay, I'll go with that then.
I'm 33.
You're 33. Whoa, a double number. Okay, 44,
He's 11
33.
years older than
How
me.
old is Chad?
He's
Alan's
3 years younger than I am, so he's 41.
41.
Okay, and then I'm 20 and Avery's 19. I'm about to be 21.
Big gap.
But he went from 44 to 19. That is a big gap.
I've always had kids at home.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't ever allowed to be tired.
No, but they keep you young.
For 44 years, he's been tired.
I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad about being okay with the everyday mundane stuff, and
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's comfortable?
Maybe. I don't know. Katie's more the one that's like, can we go do this and do that? And I'm not real good at that, so she has to.
I don't know. Maybe the Lord put it in me. Like, I hate getting comfortable for so long. Like, I want to do something. Like, I want to do something or like I wanted to start a podcast.
Maybe it's a woman thing.
You know?
No, because I'm that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I do. You know, I might get up from here and decide to drive to Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does
That's
do
just
that.
kind of the way
He's
I
random.
do. If I get a whim, I may just go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before I interrupted you, you were saying that having your kids at different stages of life can put you in a rut because you're so busy.
Yeah, it's just a constant that's every week that you don't ever really get to change anything until that part of it, the season's over.
Yeah. I understand. My week right now is Monday through Thursday. I'm working on school and I'm here at the church, and I do school every day after I get off. I go to the gym in the morning now, 2 weeks now, because, gotta get the gains.
Yeah, because you're swole.
Yeah. and then on Friday and Saturday, I work at Hobby Lobby from 9 to 4, and then I do school, and then Sunday I do church, and I sometimes get a nap, and then I'd come back for night church. But yeah, it's constant. Last year
My daughter's busier than you are.
last year I got in a rut, but this year I'm like pulling out of it. Your daughter doesn't do college, Zach.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
College is
But for a
tough.
9-year-old, she does 4 hours.
She does do a lot.
4 days a week, 4 hours each day.
Yeah, for gym.
For a 9-year-old. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, ministry's always different, you know. You'll start out thinking you know what you're going to do during the day, but it never turns out that way.
It always, yeah.
Oh man, I can't tell you how many times I've had plans. Like, here's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do when I get to the office,
I
And
just,
it never
and
goes
it
that way.
never works out that way.
honestly,
Not ever.
I think you get up every morning to give God your calendar,
Yeah.
and then it's pretty hard to get in a rut because he's not really into ruts. You know? he moves you around.
Yeah.
It's when we decide to do our calendar rather than God's calendar, I think ruts come in.
Yeah, I think that's
But you
true.
still got to have a plan for the day, and then if he
yeah,
decides to change it.
You
right?
make a
Are
plan.
you
but if he
a
changes it,
plan
fine.
person? I'm getting that you like to have a set plan.
I like order. I don't like.
So yes.
I do what Amber tells me I'm gonna do.
She's
Yeah,
the
I need to
boss.
get better at that because
You're doing this, okay? That's what we're doing.
I like to.
Okay.
I need to be here at this time. If this is the time it says we're gonna be there, I want to be there 15 minutes early.
So you're early.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the
Katie's not.
I'm the right on time person. If I have to be there, I'm the right on time person. If it's not super important that I'm there, I know Jade's shaking her head. Then I'm late. If it's not super important that I'm there, I'm gonna be a few minutes late.
How
But
does
if
Jade know you're late? She isn't out of bed yet.
Jade's late with her.
Jay's over there.
Well,
yeah, Jade
yeah,
is
she leaves our house. Everybody's gone.
yeah, Jade has stayed with us for like 3
You
weeks
got
now.
the
She's
house
my
to
live-in
herself every
college
day.
roommate, and she is the last one to leave our house
I'm
every
gonna-
day.
I'm gonna backtrack though. Katie's not late.
She's
got
usually
a
the
lot
last
of
one to come
kids
in. Too.
No, yeah.
that she has
I
to
don't-
deal with, and
Oh,
she-
he was gonna be in the doghouse after she saw this. He had to go in and fix it.
I was already texting her.
She's got a new
Me
baby.
too.
It's not that she tries to be late. She gets up super early and gets,
No, I can't even listen. The mom life, y'all are exempt. Y'all go through a lot. I don't even know, especially with little kids. You're good. You're exempt
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
for sure.
Amber just knows all the schedules. Like, I don't know the schedules. I don't know what's coming up. I couldn't tell you what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, me neither.
Because whatever Amber tells me is going to happen, that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
We do have kind of a free day tomorrow because Parker was supposed to be playing Taft,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently the 7th grade team of Taft, a lot of them failed, so they don't have a 7th grade
Oh.
team.
That's the problem.
So we're not playing tomorrow.
Well, that
So-
stinks.
I don't really know what I'm going to be doing.
Darn. Probably mowing the lawn or something.
tomorrow?
Probably work, yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably some kind of work that needs to be done.
Because I'll live out on the land. Speaking of the land,
Yeah.
how's that going for y'all?
Great.
Wonderful. You should come visit sometime.
Well, sometimes I do, and then I get stuck in the mud.
No, you shouldn't anymore.
You shouldn't
We
anymore. I've
we
done
have
a
road
lot of
built
work
out
out
there.
there on
I
that.
remember. Have y'all found Waylon's shoe?
Probably not.
One time when me and Jade went to babysit,
Oh, you left it.
Your daughter, she is you, because I had your kids with me. We were going into your house and it was dark. Well, the goose starts chasing me and it's so muddy because it had
Goose?
rained.
A turkey?
We have a goose.
No, I mean
What
the
do we
turkey.
do?
I've never had a goose.
I meant the turkey. I don't know why it's a goose.
One of those big birds.
It's a turkey goose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkey Tom.
Yeah, it's a mixed breed. Anyways, the turkey started chasing me and it's so muddy. And I don't want all your kids to get their shoes all muddy. You didn't prepare me for this very well, by the way. And so
It's your fault.
I'm running through the
Usually
mud while the turkey's chasing me. Your daughter has her phone out recording on the porch.
You're
That's
not a
awesome.
country
So messed
girl.
up. But anyways, we lost Waylon's shoe and it's probably still in the ground
It's okay.
because it got buried in the mud.
Yeah, you don't get stuck in the mud out there anymore. We've done a lot of work out there to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I haven't gotten stuck in the mud in a long time.
You also haven't been out there in a long time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a country girl. I know that surprises people, but I'm kidding. I know it doesn't surprise anybody.
Doesn't really surprise
I'm
me.
not.
No, it doesn't surprise me.
I'm not a country girl, and I don't know.
Harper's not either.
No.
And she lives out there.
Yeah, me and her are the same.
I don't ever
shit.
see Harper outside.
No.
Ever.
You would never see me outside over there either.
Or river.
But why? It's like a park out there now.
Yeah, it's
like everything's cut down, pristine. It looks nice. The boys are out playing baseball in the back.
Oh yeah, me playing baseball with the boys.
Just watch.
Sounds normal.
Just watch them do their thing.
No, I would. That's fun. Dad's out there sometimes.
Yeah, I'll go get the mower.
He gets the mower. He's in and out real quick.
We
I
need
need to
to.
go out there and clean that barn out.
I'm
There's
about
a
to
lot
do
of
that
chicken
'cause we got
poop in
pigs.
there.
We got pigs coming. So
Barn.
I'm about
The
to.
barn needs some cleaning.
We need to do like the Robertsons and do like family dinners out there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know who's cooking because it's
have
not
you
me,
heard their
but
podcast?
which one?
Unashamed.
I've heard Sadie's, but not
Oh.
theirs.
The Robertson men.
Unashamed podcast is pretty political.
I'm sure. Yeah, hers isn't. Hers is not very. I mean, you can tell where she lies, but you know,
Where she lies?
like no, not. She's not a liar.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying
I
like
was
say, wait,
what
here's this
Now you gotta
side?
cancel this one for sure.
Now we're going over to politics.
Sadie Robertson is not a liar. I did not say that.
Where she stands.
Yes, where she
Okay, where she
stands.
stands.
Oh, where
Yeah.
she lays her positions down.
Thank you for
Okay.
correcting my
You said
vocabulary.
Where she
lies.
lies.
He is the
College girl.
vocabulary master. That was messed
Being
up.
in the she's in that family, we're pretty well sure we're her.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you
Yeah.
can tell where she stands.
I've listened to her husband's podcast.
Christian, yeah,
Mhm.
he's pretty into working out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he had a podcast.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything in the Bible about getting
Ruts.
stuck? I don't even know.
About being stuck.
Like in ruts or
I'd
stuck.
have to
Or,
think about that. Something in the Bible about being in a rut.
Nat. Zach.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head about being in a rut.
He's not the preacher, so.
I honestly think it doesn't need to address it because if you're, like I say, if you're getting up every morning, you're giving God your day, I don't think a rut's really going to get to be a problem
Yeah.
because he's gonna mix it up.
Yeah, and you know what
Yeah.
I've noticed help my rut, honestly, if I'm doing the same things every day, is forcing myself, as hard as it is, to get up early and just give my time with the Lord. Like, I don't know, like, I'm probably thinking too far into this, but I feel like there's something different about time with the Lord really early before.
But Jesus did too. He got up early.
Yeah, like, I feel like there's some kind of spiritual significance to that.
I think I know what that is.
What?
Well, when God tells us to bring things to him, he always tells us to bring the first fruits. So
Yeah.
I bring the first fruits of my money. I bring the first fruits of my time. I bring the first fruits of everything. He don't want your leftovers.
Yeah.
He wants the best and the first and the best. And so the first part of the day is when we give him the first fruits of the day. And you give him the day. Well, I don't want to go through the day and do it all my way and then tell God, well, I want you to bless everything I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
I
think
want to get his guidance up front.
Yeah, I also think when you're waking up early, you're curating like this self-discipline, and being disciplined before the Lord is a good habit to get into.
It's a great habit to get into.
Like you're actually making a, for me, I mean, call me crazy, but I feel like I'm making a sacrifice to myself, not to myself, of myself, like not what my flesh wants to do. Like I'm making a sacrifice by getting up early. So it's like the Lord kind of honors that. Like he's like,
I could probably get better at that, but when I have to wake up already at 3 a.m. to go to work at 4,
Zach works shift work.
I wake up at 2 a.m. I can't even read what's on the pages.
It's going blurry over there.
Yeah, so I get it in when I can. I mean, when I'm working daylights.
Are you hungry?
I haven't eaten since.
I think if
2 a.m.
nothing else, if you can get in just to, you don't have to read the whole Bible or nothing, but can you spend 5 minutes with the Lord to
Something.
get
There-
started? I mean, when you're doing that kind of
Yeah,
shift
yeah.
work, give him the first part of the day.
Right, wake up and start in prayer.
Nobody said that how long that is.
Right.
So I've done over the years. What I've learned is I've had certain times of the day where I can be more focused, on what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, maybe first thing in the morning, I will read, like, my proverb of the day is usually my first go-to in the morning.
Yeah.
I start with that.
Yeah.
And I'll spend some time with the Lord there. But then I know that later in the day, when I'm winding down in the evening, is my best time to read.
You're more
agree.
cognitive.
Because I can get
Yeah.
focused, I can think through the text and things like that. And so I love sitting on my couch in the evenings and then just be able to read a little bit, you know.
Now, my focus time's in the morning.
Yeah.
Like
And you think
When I
that's
s-
different for everybody, though,
when I
right?
start,
Me
about
too.
5 o'clock, I'm usually sitting in there, and it's quiet in the house. Nobody's
Yeah, I have to have it
up and
quiet.
stirring yet.
Where's I don't know what that's like yet.
I have to have
Yeah.
it quiet, so it's
Yeah.
usually when all my kids go to sleep.
Yeah. That makes
and are in
sense.
bed.
Find a time that works for you.
But by that time, it may be 10 o'clock, and I got work. I got to wake up at 3 a.m.
So who needs to read your Bible, right?
No, I'm not
There's-
saying that. You
yeah,
definitely need to be in your
There's
Bible.
nothing legalistic about it. I mean,
No.
Spend time with the
So
Lord.
that's what I was thinking about earlier. I've heard people over the years that become legalistic over
when you
do
have
it.
to do it.
Yeah.
I had a guy that one time was saying, like, you need to make sure you read your Bible right before you even eat breakfast. And I'm like, why? I'm hungry. Why do I need to do that? Well, because you need to give in this. And I'm like, I think we're getting a little
am
bit.
I allowed to have coffee before? Because I
No.
have
Nope,
to.
no coffee,
No
no
coffee.
food.
That's the
Don't
first thing I
even-
do.
Your first fruits.
And sometimes if
Yeah.
I'm really tired, if I wake up really early, Dad would be like, "Good morning." And I'm like, "Good morning." And he's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I just get hungry right now.
Yeah.
I need coffee."
Nope, legalistic perspective. Don't even use the restroom first thing in the morning. You go straight to your Bible.
yeah.
That'll make you
Yep.
faster.
I wouldn't be concentrating much on the Bible.
No.
Let me run through this right quick.
Seems unfortunate, but it is important to find some time in your day to spend with the Lord, and prayer too is a
Crucial.
big deal. Crucial. I'm going through it with kids right now, a series in kids church, and I'm loving it, and I'm loving hearing what they think about it, because you need to talk to your God, to your Father. You know, it's kind of important. Dad wouldn't like if we didn't talk to him.
I don't know.
We would never know.
Leave me alone.
Actually, he might. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not. How are you going to know what he wants for your life if you're not talking to him and looking in his word to know? You know, like, how can you expect your life to fall into place?
Yeah.
He's the one that orchestrates it. So
Okay, so
But
here's
just to clarify, yeah, it wouldn't be good if my kids didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
he didn't want to leave that open.
No fellowship. Well, move
Yeah.
that old man.
Just put him in the corner. He'd be all right.
Let him rock.
oh no, oh, that's so sad.
Well, you did do that song years ago. Prop me up beside the pulpit when I died.
Oh, yeah. I can sing that
What?
whole song to this day.
What are
Can you?
y'all talking about?
That's your version.
There was
I wrote a
there was a
song.
song called
Called
"Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox When I Die." Well, he rewrote the song to prop me up beside the pulpit when I die.
Can you sing it?
Yes.
Yes, he can.
Like,
You didn't even know this was a thing.
Can you sing it right now?
No.
Oh.
You didn't know this was a thing.
Did he sing
See,
y'all
you're
the?
not his favorite.
Did he sing y'all the Simon the Mule song?
When-
Simon the Mule?
Simon was an old
had
green.
an old gray mule.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
goes, is that the one where?
Yes.
I heard
He
that
did that
from
with
your
y'all too?
mother, I think.
Well, he did it with us, and he did the best mule impression, and now he won't do it anymore. It's
If
really
I
sad.
could go through all of the ones.
When they were little, I always had a group of men I played instruments with. And
Really? I didn't never know that.
nearly
Dad
every
has
day.
lived like 7 different lives.
yeah.
They call it picking
real.
and grinning.
But that's when they were little. Yeah, we had a pick and grin session.
Picking and grinning.
Mm-hmm. We had a whole group of us. We had a band.
Whoa.
Play
Did
it,
y'all have a
sing.
fiddle?
Huh?
Did y'all have a fiddle?
At times we'd have a fiddle. Usually we had a guitar and a dobro and a bass. And
The other day we were listening
Not a
to...
Harmonica.
Not a GoPro.
I wasn't thinking that. the other day, we were listening to a song, me and Jade, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know if you do, but it had a fiddle in it, and she was like, "What's that thing? I like it." And it was the fiddle.
Who said that?
Jade.
What?
Really?
You don't even like
she
country
liked
music.
the fiddle.
You don't like country music?
No, neither do I.
What do you
She likes hardcore gangster rap.
rap. Gangster rap. Makes sense.
Yeah,
You gotta have a fiddle in the band.
Yeah, you got to.
gotta have a fiddle. Yeah,
I don't know how we got off on that though.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad we did. That was good. That was
Kind of
good.
glad we changed course.
I think our whole family's got ADD. We can't stay on anything.
Nope,
I can't.
nope. Like y'all are talking about something, and I'm like, totally different direction. Like I'm not even. Sometimes I forget to even listen. Do y'all do that?
Huh?
Oh,
So,
usually
no,
if
what
I'm
you
not
just said was
if I'm
is that
not
you
listening
tuned us
to-
out.
No, I didn't tune any of y'all out.
Yeah,
but
she was like, yeah,
sometimes-
that was a
sometimes
tune
in the
out.
middle of what somebody's saying, I'm like I get stuck on the first part, and then I want to comment on the first part, so I forget to listen to the second part. Is that bad? Is that bad listening
It's
skills?
not. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. So this is awkward.
Yeah, you need to. It helps to listen to the whole.
I'm trying to get better about it because I know it can come across rude.
Because
Yeah,
what
I think
happens
you're
if
super rude.
Yeah, I don't
what
care
happens if
about
in the
that.
conversation the information they were really trying to give to you was in that second part?
Yeah.
True.
You got to have a build up.
So y'all have never done that?
So you're already trying to argue with the person before they've even finished.
No,
Yeah.
not argue. I
What
don't
are you-
argue.
what are you
like
thinking about?
I'm
Which
just wanna-
basically says, I don't care what
Do
you.
you-
Yeah, I don't
thinking.
care what you
Yeah.
say.
Do y'all
We're
just
saying-
argue everything everybody says? Because I'm just trying to commentate. Like, oh yeah, me too. I guess that's the difference between a guy and
Yeah,
a girl.
Critical thinking.
I do
Critical race
thinking.
theory. Oh, we don't want to talk about. we don't want to talk about that.
This is the most probably shouldn't say that y'all have ever seen.
Probably.
Probably. Oh, probably. Anyways,
Listening's
so
a good topic.
Hmm?
Listening's a good topic.
That's a good topic.
let's begin our fourth one.
Listening.
Yeah, but you're gonna wipe out the whole first one. So
How do you know?
You're gonna cancel this.
I saw it
you're
on your
gonna cancel
face.
this episode.
No, not the whole episode.
Some of it, not the whole thing.
Not the whole episode. Caleb, we're gonna talk after this. So
I thought we had some good dialogue here.
Listening skills. All right.
listening skills.
Number one, eye contact.
Yeah.
Making eye contact.
I've recently gotten better at that, and you know why? Because one day your wife told me, "Why do you never look at me in the eyes when I talk to you?" And I realized that I do that to everybody.
Darn, man, she got on you.
And Amber is the reason that I never thought about it, and she is the reason, and it is uncomfortable.
It's not.
It gets
you
easier.
get-
It is
easy.
easier,
You get-
but at
you get
first
better.
it made me really uncomfortable.
what's uncomfortable?
Eye contact.
contact.
Eye contact.
Really?
For some people.
For some people, it is. Not for me.
I've gotten a lot better at it.
Do you think that you did that because you're intimidated?
That's a
Yeah,
good
it
question.
is intimidating. It honestly is. But like, I'm not personally intimidated. It's just a more intimidating.
You just find it weird
kind
and
of
awkward
Yeah.
to stare at someone in the eyes.
Yeah, like me and you are having a staring contest right now while I'm talking to you. It's so super weird.
And she just looked right away.
Right. I think we have the same eyes.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've heard this said: if you can walk away, if you've known somebody for over a year and you can't tell me what color eyes they have, then you're probably not listening to
I'm
what
bad
they're
about-
saying or
I'm
something
bad
like
about
that.
Names. Like I can.
You
They
know
can
what?
say their name, and I have to. I make it a practice now to repeat back their name.
And especially
And if I don't do that, it's gone.
well, in ministry, that's something I have learned recently in ministry because
I always look at people now, but I don't know what color their eyes are unless they're just
no, not remember it,
got
but like
crazy
if,
eyes. If you know, had
Why you
one
got cross eyes?
Got one going over here.
One
I
running
know.
another.
Dad would just laugh.
I'm not even going to tell you what he said on Sunday. I don't
Says
wanna
your favorite
know.
color blue? No, why? Because one blew that way and one blew that way.
Yeah, y'all are messed up.
We're
my
gonna offend
gosh.
cross-eyed people.
Okay, so
My daughter-
Donna's crying right now. He's laughing so hard.
My daughter had cross eyes. We had to get surgery for it.
I was gonna say you're talking
I
about
made fun of
all
her
this and
too.
You're I love River. So funny.
Tell River eye contact.
River makes fun of herself the most. She'll be like, "Yeah, because I'm blind, Harper."
I taught her that so that way when she gets into school, kids are mean.
Yeah, they are, and she's
She'll
a
be able to-
champ. She is.
She'll be able to
Yeah,
give it right
she ain't
back.
worried about it.
Her uncle's the worst one.
So make fun of your kids.
Her
If you
uncle's
take
the worst one
anything,
ever.
I guess
don't
it's
cut her no
political,
slack.
but our world's getting way too sensitive.
Way too soft.
yeah, I mean,
River was taking pictures with. It was me, Harper, and River taking a picture at this past football game.
Uh-huh.
And Katie was standing outside the fence. She was taking the picture. And I was like, "Hey, River, your mom's over there." And she's like looking over towards the scoreboard. Me and Harper facing the other direction.
She just sees the
River's
lights
over there. Finally, Katie is like, "River!" She said,
Yeah, she literally can't see
Aw.
from like me to you.
You
Clearly.
know, but you know what's crazy? I was just talking about this with Julie right before we came up here. Weirdly, is like in kids' church when we're doing the motions for worship and stuff, and even whenever it's play and she's up on the stage and I'm down and it's dark, like God has given her like this crazy ability to be able to see more than you think she can. Like,
Or she's lying to all of us.
She's copying.
she's playing it up.
Or, yeah. Or she's
like, these people think I'm blind. I'm using this.
That's awesome. Okay, so number 1, eye contact
Mhm.
and listening skills. Number 2, listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's good to be asking yourself questions in the midst of it, right? Like, so apparently that's what you're starting to do, but you get stuck
Yeah.
on something. So usually if somebody's having a
always.
conversation with me, I'm thinking through, right, like trying to stay engaged with their conversation.
Yeah.
And all this is coming from, I would say this all the time in church. Like, I don't know if people understand this or not, but if you can see me, like preaching, I can see you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you have to, you were
lot
nodding
of people are
off, or you
asleep,
got
yeah.
somebody that's sitting there rolling through their phone, and like I can't tell how many times I see people just looking through their phones instead of, it's my Bible app. No, it's Facebook. There's a difference between a Bible and Facebook.
I don't even
Yeah.
have Facebook. I got no social media.
but so
He's not listening.
Yeah,
he's half
not. Yeah, that was
listening
all
right
over
now.
the But that's what I'm saying,
Squirrel.
though, is even in church, you
Yeah.
want to have good listening skills, correct? Right?
Mhm.
So be asking questions of this.
So
and-
it's something you learn. Listening
Sure.
skills. Yeah.
You need to practice
Well,
it.
there's active listeners and passive listeners.
What's a
in
passive
church.
listener?
And passive listeners, they're paying attention to you, but they're not really engaged.
They're not trying to absorb
If
the
you're an
information.
active listener, that's the one that's taking notes.
Yeah.
And then there's those that are just non-listeners. You know, they didn't come to hear anything. They don't want to learn anything.
Well, even beyond learning, like I think well, this should be obvious, I guess, but listening is something that you need to do to be a good friend and like love
Yeah.
on people. Like you have to
Oh,
hear
yeah.
them out, you know? So
Yeah.
it is pretty important.
Yeah, don't be the person who has to always say something, right? Because I've dealt with people like that in the past. I'm talking, and, I got to say something right now. Don't always be that person.
Yeah.
Hear the whole thing out, listen, then you can make your comments.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
interject because even if you're not intending to, you look like you're trying to be the most powerful person in the room. Like just shut up.
And
Probably shouldn't say that.
talking's a communication, too. It's not just the listening. Because some people talk so much. If you want to tell me something, come tell me. I don't need to know all the fine details because, frankly, I lost you somewhere in that conversation.
In the detail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you just keep on telling me. I got through listening a long time ago.
You told me one time and now I don't care.
So, but that's one of the things you even said about preaching. Stand up, speak up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Interesting. That might also be the difference between guys and girls, though. Like, girls can go on and on.
Girls
Guys are
have
more
lots
quiet.
of words
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah, I get in trouble sometimes.
Well, I even find myself, like, even when I'm talking and if somebody is interjecting or even trying to contribute to the conversation, like, ask me a question midway, I get so angry because I'm like, stop. I need to finish my thought. Do you think that's wrong? Like, if you're trying to...
No, that's what I'm saying is that some people need to have that type of listening skill where you can listen to the whole thing
Yeah.
to finish a thought, and then that you can interject.
The Bible says you're foolish not to hear them before you respond.
I'm going to tell Cole.
Did
Are we
you-
name dropping?
She
Yeah.
name
Name
dropped the
dropped.
name.
Jeez. I was in
That's
trouble.
Cole Hobbs.
Dad is giving the full name, so you can look him up on Instagram. You can go leave some hate comments in his DMs.
So I don't like. I know Katie's a talker. She can talk.
She can.
And I get in trouble
she's good at it.
because
you
sometimes
know
I
how to
become
shut
a
up.
passive listener.
My wife does not talk that much.
She's pretty quiet. Yeah, they are opposite in that respect.
She is very quiet. Now, when she needs to get her point across, it's well understood. But she just doesn't
Fair
talk
enough.
She breaks stuff.
Arms,
Mom
fingers,
is an
and all.
in-between. Mom's an in-between. Like, she's not super talkative.
She's a pretty good conversationalist.
Yeah, she is.
And she talks more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
By a long
Most
shot.
people talk more than you do.
Oh, yeah. I didn't got a lot to say.
Dad's like a sit back and, right? He's like a sit back and watch and
I learn more listening
Yes.
than I do talking.
Yeah,
I've never learned anything while my mouth was open.
that's a good point.
true.
That's a good point.
That's true. Anyways, be a listener. Contribute to the conversation. Love God. Love others.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.